Hey friends, Lacey here. I'm in my kitchen today making some dinner rolls, and I thought that I'd just share that with you guys because Easter's coming up and who doesn't love a good dinner roll? My family dubs them the best, and so it's just 5 ingredients, super easy, simple, all my favorite words. So let's just get into it. So we have a half cup of warm water, a tablespoon of active dry yeast, and a teaspoon of sugar. Mix and let it set for at least 10 minutes so you can see if your yeast is actually working. After the 10 minutes, we are ready to add 2 cups of warm water, a half cup of melted butter, a third cup of sugar, 1 tablespoon of salt, and this recipe actually calls for 6 to 7 cups of flour, and you just start by gradually adding it. Sometimes I do use all 7 cups of flour, and there are times whenever I only use 6.5 cups. You absolutely can use too much flour. What we're looking for is a smooth, soft ball, and it doesn't stick to the sides. We don't want it to be stiff at all. So when you touch it, it should be smooth and slightly tacky, but not sticky, if that makes sense. Shooby-dooby-doo, ba-da-beep-bop-boo. Lack of music in the background. Sorry, just thought I would add some. Anyway, we are really just mixing this dough. It's not really a squeezing and mushing technique. It's more of a folding up over each other. So this part of the process of touching and folding, it really doesn't take that long. It maybe takes about 3 minutes, maybe 5 if you're really having to work it and you've added too much flour. But really, 3 minutes, and that's about it. And of course, it didn't want to stay. Is it perfect? No. That didn't plop down in there. Another little bidoop, bidoo-doo-doo, boop, boop. So while that's doing its thing, we are gonna go and find some more things to do, right? Right? Yeah. Yeah. So a little confession, I think I actually left this in for about 4 to 5 hours. I've been outside in the garden and kind of forgot about it. So that's okay. We're gonna see if it works. That's a lot. So honestly, I'm not going to use all of this evening because I know it's going to be a lot. So I'm actually going to half it and make a lot of rolls tonight and a lot of rolls tomorrow because my family will just love that. Oh golly, love some dough. And just like that, stick this in the fridge for tomorrow because it's already rose once. So something that I found is just putting a little bit of oil on your hands and the dough doesn't stick to you as much. And that's a big one, that's okay. I am doing my best to not sing to you guys. I'm trying to refrain from doing that again. You're welcome. And I know that there are many different ways to actually roll a ball with dough, but this is just the easiest way my left-handed brain has figured out how to do so. The idea is to smooth the top and pinch the bottom, where I basically smooth out the top and stuff the insides inside of it, if that even makes sense. Are they always perfect? No. And to tell you the truth, my first couple times of making these a few years back, my kids were just like, it doesn't matter if they look good. They taste really good, Mom. So that's all that really matters. Oh, yeah. Making sure your hands are greased are like the #1 thing because it won't stick to you. But anyway, so you're going to take it, make it kind of like that. Make a circle. And ta-da! And there we go. 1 tray full. I stuck them in here. I set a timer for 30 minutes. I'm going to be really diligent and actually put a timer on my watch as well. That way if I leave the house, go outside to the garden, trying to get that stuff ready too, I can come back and stick them in the oven. Now I have not done this before. I have a double oven and I'm actually going to preheat the bottom oven, and hopefully that doesn't mess with this up here. But if anything, it's going to help it because it's going to be a little bit more warm. But I am preheating the bottom one so then I can just slip them right into the oven whenever it's ready to go. I don't have a lot of time today, so I'm really trying to rush things. Timer went off. They rose double in size. Yay. I'm going to stick them in my bottom oven and at about 15 minutes. And I actually had to leave them in there. I actually had to leave them in there for 20 minutes. So right out of the oven, I always just brush a bit of butter on top. And for tonight, I'm actually adding garlic salt and Italian seasoning. This is my family's preferred way of eating them, but it's not necessary and butter is just fine. So that's all there is to it. Really simple, easy recipe, and honestly, it works every single time. Yes, I did have to cook it a little bit longer. It's just because it was in my bottom oven that I hardly ever use, I think. So that is reason why. But 15 to 20 minutes usually does the trick. I actually think that I want to make monkey bread with the other half of my dough. If you don't know what that is, it's a delight, and I want to treat the kids with that in the morning, I think, because they just absolutely love it. And if you want to know how to make that, leave a comment down below, and I'll try to get that to you. I think I will also link the recipe, this recipe, down below as well if I can find it. And anyway, I hope you have a great weekend, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.
I love the garlic bread. And I love the garlic.